Hey guys, welcome back to Creativity and Inspiration. How's everyone doing? I hope you're having an amazing day. Today we are, hold on a second, going to finish our fan blades and install them. I thought I'd bring you along to see I actually do use fan blades that I decorate. We're also, while we're getting ready to decorate these two that are plain, talk about different ways, themes, that sort of thing. Plus, I'm obviously going to show you what I'm doing. They're going to go with these two. Again, the video for these two will be right here. But this is what they are like. And this one is napkin with a lace around it. And this one is just scrapbook paper. That's it. These two, one, I'll show you in a minute what these two are going to be. But very similar. But again, I'm going to talk to you about other ways, other ideas. If you want to get super creative, whatever, I'm going to give you some ideas. So we'll talk about that in just a second. Also, as you know, I talked about your next video is going to be a journal / planner / memory keeper. And that is coming on Monday. And if you go look down below, there's some links. I made 2 kits, like a planner journal kit. It's a Thanksgiving and a Christmas. You can take a look at them. The links are down below if you want to see them. They are on my Ko-Fi, so you can go download those for free. That's my gift to you if you want to make your own planner journal / memory keeper for the upcoming holidays. So again, those are linked down below in this video because maybe you want them for the video that's going to be out on Monday. Up to you. So let's jump in. Okay guys, this is the first fan blade we're going to do, and this one we're just going to paint pink. And I'm going to use Apple Barrel Matte Cameo Pink for this one. Super easy, super pretty color. It's just a pink, a basic pink. So, get that off. Okay, and I'm just going to drizzle the paint right on here, and hopefully that's all it takes. Let's get the crusties off. Now some of you might be going, wait, gluing paper or lace or napkins onto a fan blade, it's going to mess them up and you're not going to be able to use your fan. And that is false, a myth, not true. They may get, it's depending on how much items you put on them, how heavy this stuff is. But paint and a decoupaged napkin will not cause them to be off. But if your fan blades do get off, just use the fan weights that come with ceiling fans, because sometimes they're off even when you don't do anything to the blades but install them. They need to be balanced. Just use the weights that come with your ceiling fan, and that's all you have to do. It's not a big deal, and it's not a crime to decorate your fan blades. And guess what? You can decorate them. If you decorate them one way and then you decide later you don't like them, redecorate them, guys. Or get this, get new fan blades. So it's a good way to decorate your home. Think about this. Think about, it's just bringing your decor up on your ceiling. It's bringing color, texture, interest, and giving your ceiling the same personality that the rest of your house has. This is probably going to need 2 coats. So that one's done. We're going to let it dry, and then we'll come back. Oops, there's a whole section I missed. And we'll come back and put a second coat. While that's drying, I'm going to get our next one, and it's this one. And on this one, we're just going to decoupage a napkin. And these are actually napkins I got to use in my kitchen because my kitchen is pink and sage green. But you know what? We can spare one napkin. And why I'm doing kind of two solids, because the other two fan blades I showed you earlier, and I'll stick a picture up, they're patterns. So these are going to pick up colors that are in both of the patterned fan blades. And also, I want to add 2 words. I was going to use wood words, but guess what? Finding wood words is kind of hard right now, and when you do find them, they're crazy expensive. I'm talking about small words too, about that long, thin, nothing too heavy or anything. Something you could put on a fan blade and it wouldn't cause your fan any problems. And I can't find them. About 10 years ago, maybe 12, 13 now. I found them no problem. Now you can't. Maybe they're just not in style. I don't know. It seems like crafters would still want them, but who knows? All right, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to get this napkin apart, and then I will be right back to decoupage this green napkin on, and we're going to talk about other ways you can decorate these. There is the pretty sage green napkin. And we're just going to decoupage it on with Mod Podge. And if you don't know, use a horsehair brush or a hog's hair brush for decoupaging because it comes out so easy. Not like if you use a bristle brush, like a regular bristle brush. I'm going to use this Mod Podge. I love everything that squirts, but you always have to open them, which I don't. Really? I got the paper off, but the plastic part's still there. So I'm going to put my glue. See how good that works? Love these. Except I hate glue. Okay. I'm just going to take my hard horsehair, hog hair brush. Straw. It's almost like straw. That's what it kind of reminds me of. And I'm going to spread it all over. Whoops. Try not to get it on the pink one. Oh, there's a I hate gunky gunk. Okay. But there we go. It's all over this. Don't worry about the holes where it hooks onto the fan. We'll fix those. And then I'm just going to come in here and lay it down. And remember, we want wrinkles. We want texture. That's all good. And you can look at that natural. Got air bubbles, but that's okay. We're going to get them out. And I'm going to cut this part hanging off right here and put it on that end real quick. I'm just getting the wrinkles out down here on this end. And just kind of doing it all. And there we go. Okay, we're going to move this one out of the way. And let it dry. And we're going to come back and work on our pink one now. Okay, we're gonna bring our pink one back under here. And still a little wet on the edges, but nothing massive. And honestly, I think it's good enough. If you want to be perfect, by all means, make it perfect. I like it with kind of a little bit of the white showing. I think that's great. What I'm gonna do now is get my pencil. And I'm gonna draw out the word dream. Doesn't have to be perfect again. Think of the way your fan blade's gonna be hanging. So I'm gonna put it on one where it hangs like this. This will be facing down. So I'm gonna do, and it may look a little funny, but you know what? It doesn't matter. And because I think I'm doing this lace, okay, because I'm gonna do this kind of floral lace on the green one, I think on this one I'll paint it. So I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna draw this flower on this end. And remember, a flower doesn't have to be perfect. They're not perfect in nature. So I'm gonna grab some green paint. See, isn't that pretty green? And I'm just gonna paint the word dream. Now this will take 2 coats, but that's okay. And remember, I said we're going to come back kind of and do an outline, so don't worry about it. If it's a little messy or if you think it needs something else, it does. It does need something else, and it will be getting it once this dries and we do 2 coats. Because I firmly believe the green will need 2 coats. Have somebody come in to look at my garage door tomorrow. That thing squeaks so bad. And the funny thing is, when Larry and I bought the house in Dallas, it squeaked so bad too. It was horrible. So it's nice to, you know. Okay, we're going to let that dry. And we're going to do the flowers. So let me get some white and yellow, because we're going to mimic the flower on this with the lace, and the lace is a white and yellow flower. And remember, this is for my creative space. So if you don't like it, that's fine. You know, it's not for your space, it's for mine. But this is meant to give you ideas. Maybe you do like the same colors, or maybe you would like different colors. Maybe you would like to get the wood letters, and good luck if you can find them where you live. Because I seriously cannot find them anywhere close to me. I've been to Dallas this week and everything, and couldn't find them anywhere. Whoops. Okay. So the center is here in the middle, just like that. And then I'm going to go in with the white and do the petals. And again, yes, it's going to look like it might need a little more. We obviously will do a second coat, but we're also going to do a little shadowing kind of stuff once it all dries. Now, what if this isn't your color scheme or your theme, but you would like to do this? What are some other ideas? Well, I was thinking for a sewing room, instead of doing lace trim, you could cut up a tape measure, measuring tape that seamstresses use, and do that as a border on one. You could even make a whole fan blade like a measuring tape. That would look cool. You could do, if this was in maybe a kitchen, you could do wine glasses or food on one. That would look really cool. If you make junk journals, use your napkins, use your book pages, all of that. That would look cool as well. Okay, so while this dries, we're going to go back to our napkin one. And this one, oh, it tore right there. But never fear, it's not a big deal. Let me get the pink brush out of the way. And some scissors, and we're gonna trim up and glue down and fix any tears that kind of just happened naturally. Okay, we're gonna put all this down. And this tear right here was just organic from it being pulled maybe when I set it down. I'm just going to get some more of this glue and kind of spread it around and tear off some of my napkin and kind of just fit it on there. And I don't want to do it too heavy because I want it to be this lighter. See, it's tearing. We're going to just do this. I want it to be this lighter green and not a dark green. Gosh. So we're just gonna do, there we go. And this is gonna be up where it's kind of hidden anyway, because this is up where the thing that holds the fan blade onto the, all right, we're just gonna tear that all off and put some new down. It's pretty trimmed up. Now, as you can see down here where I had to double layer, I had some darker sections. So I thought, you know what? Let's add some other double layers in just to give it some interest and so it doesn't look so weird. Was I planning on it? No, but you know what? It's fine. Happy accidents, because it's actually going to make it have more texture and more interest than if it was just all one light color. And I like to pivot. I don't like to get upset because I feel like when I'm creating, this is my happy time, and if it doesn't work out the way I expected it to, then maybe it wasn't meant to be exactly that way. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to put a few extra pieces and have dark spots kind of all the way down. Now we're gonna let this dry again. Okay, so this one we're gonna put another coat of green on really quickly. Also, what you could do is if you have, you know, extra fan blades, you could do like holiday fan blades over a Thanksgiving table or Friendsgiving. You could put like thankful, blessed, you know, whatever you want to. You could decorate for a birthday party using fan blades because that's fun and unexpected. Okay. There we go. And what I'm going to do over here is just make like a little, and we're going to come in with our white paint again and just kind of thicken up our flower. And again, your paintings, if you choose to paint, they don't have to be perfect. If you want them to be perfect, then by all means. If you don't, they don't have to be. It's called artistic license, guys. Means you can make something however you want. Even art being submitted, you can make your art look and feel however you want to because it's your art. I'm just trying to get rid of the pencil marks. So what we're going to do to create a little interest and shadow is we're going to come on the outside of our dream with a little white hitting it here and there. Okay, do what you want. If you want to hit it with black to create a shadow, go ahead. But I like the white, and we're gonna just come in a little bit more. Okay, there we go. There is our dream. We're gonna let this one dry the rest of the way, and it will be ready to put up on our fan with the rest of our blades. Now let's go back to our green napkin. And this one is still not quite dry yet. We're gonna let it dry. And I think I'm just gonna put it down right down the center like that. Because these don't have to, these can be as fancy or as not fancy as you want them. Like I said, depending on what room you could do. You know what would be cool too is photos. If you wanted to do like a collage of photos on fan blades and have them in a room, maybe for a birthday, maybe, you know, an anniversary. Because I'm going to show you how easy it is to put fan blades to change them out. I'm going to use this art glitter glue, and I'm just going to go from the center hole up here, daisy lace, and put it on, and we're just gonna mash it into place and let it dry, and then we're going to attach our fans, and that's it. You could write words on these, you could glue wood letters if you can find them, you know, whatever you want to do. But if you had blades that you could change out, you know, you can really create custom looks for custom events, you know, celebrations. But it's bringing your decor that you live with up onto your ceiling. Okay guys, our ceiling fan blades are on our ceiling fan, and they look fun and just kind of draw your eye to the top of the room. Yep, just kind of love them. And they're not the only decoration. I have some great cubed boxes, and I have some dragonflies. your ceilings don't have to be barren or boring. Guys, if you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget those free holiday planner kits are available on my Ko-Fi. And I will see you on Tuesday for the holiday planner video. Take care. Have a great weekend.